Hey, and if you're looking to make a gorgeous Mother's Day card, then you've come to the right place, because I'm going to show you how to make this super cute card in Cricut Design Space. It's multi-layered, got a print and cut layer, and it's beautiful. And it's really, really easy to make. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the crafter and designer behind this channel, and I'm here to help you get the best of your Cricut machine and become your own designer. And today we're going to make a card from scratch, but we're also going to make it with a print and cut element. So we've got these 3 daisy patterns. I'm going to make them available in the shop so that you can download those for free. I'm going to show you how to upload them to Cricut Design Space, and then we're going to go ahead and make the card. And it is so easy to make. So what we need for this project, you're going to need some cardstock for cutting. So I've got an A4 cardstock. I've cut this out on my Cricut Joy, but you can make it on any of your Cricut machine, as long as it's got a print and cut feature. I've got lemon cardstock, you can just see it in there, just to add a slight offset layer. And then this is printable cardstock. I've used my Easy Runner tape glider and sticky pads, and it really, really is just a super easy project. And as I say, you could make this with names on, you could put Nan on, Mama, Mom, whatever you call your mum, or you could do one for Dad for Father's Day and put different patterns in. This is just such a simple way to make a card if you need a card for the last minute, or you want to plan something that's super pretty. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head over to Cricut Design Space and we're going to get started. I'm going to start by showing you how to upload your patterns to Cricut Design Space, and just a quick tutorial on how they work. So you're going to click upload, go to upload pattern fill at the top, then it will say upload pattern. So you're going to browse and find your pattern. So you're going to need to do all of these one by one. Select your pattern, it's already named, and click upload. So now it's there in your pattern bank. So we're just going to grab a shape quick just so you can see how it works. So this is a cut shape, but if you go and change it to print then cut, and this is for Cricut Joy and Cricut Joy Extra as well, click on colour and click pattern, and there's your pattern. It's uploaded. Now this is the great thing about it. If you click edit, you can scroll in and out, and you can make your pattern as big or small as you want to, so that you can use it in all different projects. Okay, so now we're going to start with our card. So I've grabbed a rectangle. I'm just going to change my background, so bottom right hand corner to grey, and click in between the 2 zeros to get rid of the guide marks. I've unlocked my rectangle. I grabbed a rounded one because I like the corners to be a bit more rounded, and then I've changed it to white. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to add the mum text, or mom, or nan, or mummy, whatever you want to add. So I've got my text. I'm going to go into settings, and I'm going to go to system settings and scroll down until I get Arial black. Now we're going to go and click the edit bar, and we're going to increase the letter spacing, and that's because we want to create gaps between our letters, because we're going to make this chunkier still. It's just not chunky enough for me. So make your letters bigger. Now a top tip, when you are adding offsets, if you make your letters even bigger, the offset seems to fit better. I don't even know how that works, but it does. So you can see there that it's okay, the offset, but it's sort of skewing the letters a bit. So watch now when I make the letters bigger and add exactly the same offset. And what that's going to do is it's just going to create a beautiful offset and perfect, just what I want. So I don't know why that works, but try it, it makes a difference. Once I've done that, I'm going to size it over my card, put it where I want it, and then I'm going to reshape the card, because this card can be any shape we want. It's our card. So I'm going to unlock it, drag it, and I want it to sit like that, sort of in the middle. Now we're going to right click once it's centralised and slice, and we're going to slice the top layer out of the bottom, and that's going to give us the basis of our card. So remove all of the debris. Ignore that pattern because we're going to do that again after. I wasn't happy with that. So click on your mum layer, go to the edit tool and click on offset, and we're going to create an offset, but you want it to be big enough to see but not too big that it skewers the letters. The letters need to be quite neat. So that we're going to colour. So I'm going to colour it orange for now, but we'll decide on what colour to colour it later. Right, so now we are going to duplicate the orange layer and remove the contours and add an offset. This is because it needs to be bigger than all of our layers to make the card base. So I'm going to get rid of that now. That was just there to create the offset, and there is my card base. What you're going to do is you're going to duplicate your card base and you're going to line them together, but you want a little bit of a gap in the middle. So I'm just going to go into the align tool, align them so that they are central, horizontally, and then just put your little gap in. And then I'm going to go and grab or duplicate one of your layers and just pull it in so that it sits there, so that your card's got a nice curve either side. Select all, and you're going to weld that together. Colour it white. It needs to be a cut layer. And if you're cutting it out on A4 card, obviously you've got to be wary of your measurements. So once you've done that, excuse the white background again, because this is the next day. I did this over 2 days. So now I'm going to grab a square, go up to print and cut, and then I'm going to go and click pattern. And here you can see all of the patterns that you've uploaded. So I'm going to click the pink. Again, you can go into edit and slide it in and out to decide on how big or small you want your pattern. Now I'm going to duplicate that because we want to create 3 patterns. So I'm going to get it the right size. Then I'm going to duplicate it, pull it to one side, send that to the back so I can see it. And now I'm going to go up and choose another colour. So I'm going to get my orange, edit my pattern, and again, drag it in. Now you have got a scale button there, so you can use that and then get your scale the same on all of your patterns. I'm going to drag that in there. Once that's where I want it, and send that to the back, or drag it down in the side if it's not going. Duplicate it now, and I'm going to change this now to my green pattern. So just go on, scroll through, and as you upload more and more patterns, they just all be here. So it's just, you'll use them all the time. I love patterns. Edit the pattern, and I can just type in there the scale, and it will go automatically to that, which is quite useful actually. So I might just double check my orange and make sure it is right, but I'll slide those all together so that they're sitting under my letters. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach these all together, and that's going to make life a lot easier. So I think I'll put the green in the middle. Once they're positioned in the right place, then I can pop my card back and just check that they are exactly right. This is really important because what we're going to do now, we're going to move the top layer out of the way. We're going to select all, and I'm going to flatten. And the reason I'm doing this is so that it all clumps together, so it all cuts as one piece. So we're just going to add a tiny offset. So again, I'm struggling finding anything in the new update, but you want to go up to edit. Eventually I get there. Slide the offset in, and you want it so that you can just see there, they're all touching. I'm going to turn the offset white, and then I'm going to flatten them again. So just select all, flatten, and that has become one flattened layer. If I turn my back grey, I can see that I can pop that card over there, and that's perfect. So that's just going to print and cut in one layer. I'm not going to faff putting 3 layers on in case I get it wrong. So now when I slice this orange layer, or slide the orange layer in there, I see that I don't like it. So I'm going to change that to yellow. I've changed it white there, but I'm not sure of that. And if you follow me, you know I'm really scrappy. I just change it all the time. So I'm going to change that to yellow. I'm going to change the top layer to pink. I'm going to cut it white, but I'm going to cut it in white glitter cardstock. So this way I'll be able to differentiate it when I'm cutting out, and also it won't send it to the same mat as the back layer. So you can see there, that's what it's going to look like. But for cutting purposes, I just want to differentiate so that the cutting machine separates it. So I am cutting this out on my Cricut Joy, so it's got to be A4 card. So I'm connecting my Joy. I've measured my A4 card so that it will fit on my Joy cutting mat. But if you're using 12 by 12, you can make it as big as you can fit on your mat. So there you go, we've got our first layout that we're going to print and cut. I'll print and cut that first, then I'll go through and cut all of my cut layers. So when I send this to print and cut, I'm going to just click next. I've removed the bleed because I don't always see the point. Make sure I've got the right printer, and I'm going to use my system dialogues, and I'm going to click on media quality and set that on more. And there is our layer. So by putting them all together, that's going to make it a lot easier to make on the card, because that's going to cut out as one piece. And here we are cutting out, so it's read the registration marks, and that's going to put it in one panel really easy, so that I can just pop that onto the back of my card. And now we're cutting our card layer. This is just such a great little machine. It does more or less everything the Cricut does. I don't score with my Cricut, so I wouldn't have put the score line in at this stage, but I'm going to show you another way to put the score line in, which has sort of blown my mind, because I've had the access to do this for years and only just discovered. So this is cutting out the mum on the cardstock, and this is glitter cardstock. I don't think there's any difference between the way that this cuts and my makeup. So we're all cut out, and what we're going to do now is start building our card. But I just want to show you this first. So this is the Cricut guillotine, and what I didn't realise is I thought for years I had a spare blade until I went to change it the other day. You probably know this, but I missed it. It isn't a spare blade, it is a scoring stylus. So you can swap that out and really easily score. But to get that dead central, and it puts a score line in. How amazing is that? And it's put it on both sides so you can bend your card, and that's so much neater than what I normally do. I don't do it on the Cricut because it's just a faff, but that is an easy way of doing it. Then you just got to be careful when you swap it back out for your blade. But I will use that all the time now. Now, after all those years, that I know what it does. And look how neat that is. So what we've got here, I've got my easy runner because I'm going to attach that to the back of my card. The rest is going to be layered, and I'm going to use sticky pads. So we're going to just mock it first so that I make sure I get it the right way around. So I've got my mum, then we've got our offset layer that, yeah, just ever so slightly offsets, and you can just see it's just a slight touch of an offset. But once we've got sticky pads on that, that's going to look great, and that is going to go on the back there. So what we're going to do, use the easy runner to stick the top and the bottom. I think I'm going to do it on the back of here because that's going to go behind there. But if I get it on the wrong place on there, then I'm going to end up with tape that I'm going to see. And even though it's clear, it will probably look a bit messy. So I'm going to go top and bottom. A bit off skew off there. I love this. This is brilliant. And then I'm going to go, it doesn't matter which way we do this really, but I am going to turn it over just to make sure that we get it exactly right. And there you go. So then that is going to go on the top of their layered. So we're going to use sticky pads for that. And I'm going to stick these, but not too close to the edge, because what we don't want to see is the sticky pad shining or poking through. And we're going to have to get our positioning exactly right on this because we only really get one go. Just slightly off. Oh. In fact, the best thing to do is start in the middle with the U. There you go. So if you get the U right, you're going to get it all right. And there you go. I love that. It's simple, but just so effective. And then we're going to attach that now to our card. And that's going to go there. So all we've got to do is really make an envelope or source an envelope. Or just sometimes I just get a brown envelope and fold over the edges because who cares about the envelope? And then sticky pads on the back. So I always cut them in half because I just think you don't need a full one. So you're getting double, aren't you? Unless you buy them smaller. One in the middle so it doesn't dip. It's just seriously such a simple card that looks so blooming gorgeous. And there you go. I think the difference for me is doing the different colours. I think that definitely just makes it stand out a bit more. And then if you really want, you can stick your cutout letters on the back or inside. But I love that. And how did you get on with that? It's super easy, isn't it? So just from uploading patterns to Cricut Design Space to slicing out letters and creating layers, it's all so easy when you know how. I'm going to add a tutorial for how to create your own patterns for Cricut because you might want to design your own patterns in Canva, and again that is super easy, so I will pop a link to that video below. So I'm going to pop the link to the floral patterns below so that if you want to have a go at the card you can get the patterns for free. There are patterns in Cricut Design Space but they're just gorgeous, so you can use those. Let me know how you get on in the comments. Thank you so much for crafting along with me. I will see you next time and happy crafting.